Okay, perfect. Thank you, Jenny. Thank you for always doing all the technical stuff and getting us live on Facebook. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for being here, for showing up. This is our Team Fireball weekly Monday call, and it's just a wonderful time to get together to share little bits of wisdom that we have learned along the way. And just really just the sense of community of being, together in the same place on the same Zoom, and learning from each other. So thank you all for showing up today, whether it's on the replay or in person. I love seeing all the smiling faces. And what I wanted to share today that was kind of on my heart, is the importance of events and what we get out of events. So before I get started on that though, let me pull up my PowerPoint so that I can, you guys, I always struggle with this. So, boom, boom. Why is it so hard? I always have trouble finding the little share screen. There it is. And then I need to make it big. There it is. So first I want to say congratulations to Jenny and Shauna for having new enrollments this week. And that's how we do this. We share the information. If all goes well and people understand and it's the right time for them, they order and they join our team, whether it's as customers sharing the information with their loved ones, or distributors, that sometimes people feel compelled because of their results. That's how we all got here, is that because we had amazing results that changed our lives, we started sharing this information. So congratulations, Jenny and Shauna. And a little bit about me, just to share my story for those of you who may not know me. I'm an equine veterinarian, own my own practice, on call 24/7, mom of 2 boys and a wife, and mom of animals. And I juggle a lot, but I wouldn't have it any other way. I love what I do for a living, and I love this company, and it has fit right in. Once you know what you know, you can't help but share it with others. And that's kind of what brought me to this business, really. And I have to say that the blessing of residual income is something that I really never understood, until I really started to plug in, get to work, take it seriously. And I just kind of watched it unravel in front of me, and I just, like a gift, and like unwrap in front of me like a gift. And I never knew what residual income could do. And it has been such a blessing for us and given us some freedom that we really needed, because we were really tied to that, hardworking paycheck to paycheck, that happens when you have 2 small kids and you're working so hard you can't even keep up with what's coming in and what's going out, and just the chaos of life. And this came to us just at the right time for the right reasons. And I'm so grateful for Sheridan and Allison for sharing it with me. But I wanted to talk about events, because I remember when I first got started, you guys, I was excited about the science. I was excited about, getting some patients on it and some certain people on it. And I was not excited about going to an event. I was actually quite terrified because my kids were little. I'd never left them alone. I did not have much money in the bank. Like, literally, I was taking money that needed to go pay bills. Like, we didn't have any extra at all. And I was like, God, do I really have to go to this thing? I have to buy a plane ticket and I have to leave my kids. And like, I didn't sign up for that. But I remember Allison and Sheridan just telling me, you've got to, it's so important. I was telling Sheridan, like, I just don't think so. And she's like, hold on a second, let me call my friend Daisy. She can explain it. And she like literally speed dialed Daisy and got me on the phone with her. I could hear the wind because she was on the beach. And Daisy kind of shares her story and just it just seemed important to her. She was like, you should be there. And I was like, okay, if it's that important to them, I guess I'll make it happen, even though I don't get it. But after I went, and after every event that I go to, I realize how important they are, not just for the information that I learn, but the connections that I make, the people that I meet, and just that fuel, that fire that you bring home and share with your team. So I just wanted to highlight our next event, which is in 24 days, you guys. I cannot believe that it's in 24 days. Activate 2022. This one's actually kind of different. They're doing a little different. We've got a great speaker. They're going to be announcing a new product, which I cannot wait, you guys. I cannot wait to find out what the new product is. And just, the connection with our team is going to be incredible. So if you haven't registered and you really, really, really can't come in person, it's not too late to sign up for the virtual. And if you're within driving distance, see that road right there. That's why I picked this slide, is just jump in the car and come on. And honestly, plane tickets are kind of hard right now. Like the prices are really high. So, use points, do what you got to do, save up, scrounge up, borrow a little, whatever. It's tough right now, but I promise it's worth it. And so it's not too late to get a plane ticket too. So why do we attend events? That's the big question. Why are these important? Why is it worth it? Why is it worth the sacrifice to be away from your family, spend the money, away from your other work that you're doing, or whatever it is, people that you're taking care of or caring for? The main reason, which is obvious, is training. You learn about our products. There are incredible speakers, people that are in the trenches with you, that are doing the work, different distributors sharing their nuggets on how they do this. And also, other speakers, just inspirational speakers about business. And we learn so much, stuff that you take home and use on, every day, not just in your LifeVantage business. And I love that, the personal growth aspect of it. So bring pen, paper, a notebook. Engagement, just being close to the fire and finding out about the new products before anybody else, and new incentives and incentive trips and things like this, and just being there with everyone. And then the next one is the community. The best part of LifeVantage, honestly, is the people, distributors and corporate. And the cool thing about this event is they're actually offering tours of the corporate office. So we can sign up for a time to go together. I haven't done that yet. I saw the email today. So that's, really exciting. We should try to set aside 30 minutes to go to the corporate office and meet our corporate staff. You guys, they're incredible. I got to do that during Pro5 Summit, and it was just, I love our office. Like, they actually built it for us. They have little like cubby areas, like quiet rooms that we can go in and get our work done, and a nice area that you can invite people to. And they actually do meetings on the weekends, so that you can bring your prospects and people that you think may be interested in the business and hear it straight from them. So it's really cool. And then just success. Like, the bottom line is that the people who are successful at this are the ones that show up to the events. So just come to the events, stay plugged in, learn, all the skills, keep that fire burning, and then the success happens. So here are a few tips on things that will help you, whether you're in person or at home. Some of these won't apply if you're watching from home, but here's a few tips for getting the most out of your LifeVantage events. So this one is Activate 2022. Bring pens and a notebook. Never leave your fortune to your memory. There's so many nuggets, so much incredible information, and you will not remember. Trust me. You will want to take notes that you can refer to in the future. Number 2, stay in the room and stay engaged. If you have to walk out and go to the restroom, make it quick, and make sure that somebody knows that you stepped out. Because at our last event, I stepped out and was kind of chit-chatting with someone on our team, cross line, and they called me on stage and my name was like on the big screen, and I was in this like silly contest and I won $100 like gift card, LifeVantage gift card. And if somebody on our team hadn't to come running outside, Sarah Redican, bless her, she was like, she came running out just screaming, Alice Beretta. And thank goodness she did. I like came running in and barely made it on stage in time, and they would have like given my spot away if she hadn't. So if you do have to step out for just a second, take it from me, make sure somebody knows where you are so they can come get you. Number 3, connect with as many people as you can. And this is pivotal. Like, this is crucial. You really should get people's phone numbers, get people's stories, connect with them. A good thing to do is take a picture of them and save them in your phone. So then later, when you're referring back, you'll have a photograph, a picture of that person to go with the phone number, and then you'll remember their story, put a few notes in there. And you never know, you might meet someone next week or in 2 weeks, or somebody on your team might meet someone with a similar story that can relate to them, and then you can make that connection. And that's where your ITT, invite to a tool to the team. Your team doesn't have to be like your team, it can be cross-line. That's the best thing about LifeVantage, is I feel like we're all a team. So connect, meet people, hear their stories, and save their contact information. Number 4, fuel up and stay hydrated. So bring some snacks. Sometimes it's hard to plan lunches and meals, and so try to plan where you're going to eat ahead of time so you can get out of there, go eat, come back, and you won't miss anything. And just have some snacks. So when you get like kind of sleepy or tired, or we usually don't get sleepy, but you get hungry, it's hard to focus. So make sure you have lots of Axio, water bottles, and some snacks in your bag. Bring a sweatshirt. Also, I forgot to put that in there. Oh, wait, hold on. I think it's number 6. Okay, sorry, I'm jumping ahead. That's like a really important one. Number 5 is bring an external charger for your phone. My battery goes dead really fast in there. I don't know why, but just bring an extra charger. That way your battery doesn't die and you're not worried about your family trying to get a hold of you, or, anything like that. And sometimes you'll want to take pictures of the slides if you don't have time to write it all down. Number 6 is wear layers, because sometimes it gets cold in the air conditioning, and then sometimes it's hot. So, bring a sweatshirt or, comfortable clothes. You want to make sure you're wearing comfortable shoes, because we do a lot of walking around, just walking to lunch and back, or, walking to the LifeVantage store. So that's number 7. Visit the LifeVantage store. And I'm not sure if they're going to have one this one. They might have kind of a virtual one. If that's the case, you guys can start shopping now. But if they have one, like an actual store, those are really cool. I love walking around in between sessions and, getting like a hoodie or a t-shirt or some products and not have to pay for shipping. And so visit the LifeVantage store. And then, hold on, I have to move our faces because I'm covering up my slide. And, take pictures. That's a big one. Don't forget to take pictures. So you have memories and you have something to bring home and you can share on social media. And it's just a good way to kind of let people know what you're doing without, putting a sign up going, I'm a distributor. Instead, you can say, I went to this amazing event. I connected with these wonderful people. And, so it's just a great way to share what we do and how much fun it is. And then number 9 is have fun. That is the most important part. The first one I went to, I was a little nervous and a little stressed and a little overwhelmed. Honestly, just remember that the number 1 most important thing is to connect with people, have fun, and don't worry, like you're going to get a lot out of the event no matter what. And just come with the mindset of meeting people and enjoying the event and connecting with your team, because that's really what you bring home. The notes are awesome, but if you miss something, one of us hasn't, and we can share it. But what's really important, I think, is just the community, the fire, the excitement, and this is going to be a great one, you guys. I'm super excited about it. We actually get to go to our ticket comes with a ticket to the Real Salt Lake football game. So we get to do that together too on Saturday night. So that'll be fun. All right, let me get to the next one. All right, so the next thing I wanted to cover tonight is our True Science skincare, you guys. I'm gonna skip to the next slide real quick. Okay. I love our skincare. I know we always try to talk about one product that is important to us, that we should all learn about. And we don't talk about our beauty system very often, but it's a big one. I use it every day. I kind of wonder how in the world I survived without it. I have spent many, 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 many too many hours in the sun. I work outside. I play outside. I live outside. I don't even like to be inside. And so I get a lot of sun, and I've kind of reached that age where I'm like, uh-oh, maybe I should reconsider this being outside without sunscreen, all these years. But really, to me, it is so much comfort to know that the science behind our True Science skincare. And you guys kind of, I'm sure you've all used our True Science skincare, but if you haven't, I'll just go over the different parts of it. There's the facial cleanser, the perfecting lotion, which is really nice. It kind of locks in the moisture. The eye serum, which is great for, this area, but I use it here and on my lips too, because I always drink out of straws. And I kind of put it everywhere actually. But it is for your eyes. And the anti-aging cream, and it smells so good. It has kind of that yuzu grapefruit fragrance to it, and I just love it. I mean, I would like bathe in it if I could. So it's the most amazing stuff, just the way it feels and the way it makes your face look. But the science behind it is incredible. So there's a couple posters here that I wanted to share with you guys. And it's just the results that people got in the studies that they did. And there's numbers like 87%, 94%, 88%, 95%. These are all improvements that people saw. It's not just like 10% of the people said, oh, my skin felt better. I mean, these are people that, saw better hydration, better, less wrinkles, smoother skin. So just incredible, the feedback that they got on those studies. And then this third one here that you see is really interesting. I love these little pictures. I know it's a little bit small, but if you guys see these little pictures of the cells, where they compared the cells with our protandem versus, sorry, I wish I could make this bigger. And I lost my cursor now. But you can see like day 1 is the small one, then day 7, and then it shows how the control versus the one with the True Science, how the cells are thicker. Like your skin is actually thicker, and your cells are like beautifully shaped, and they're not vacuolated or broken, or they're not falling apart compared to the retinol one. The retinol one is the one on the bottom left. See how they're all pale and falling apart? So it just like strips your skin layer off, and that's how retinol works. That is not a good solution. Versus the True Science really does like strengthen and rebuild your cells. And so it's 7 layers deep that you have those changes. And it's, by protecting your skin from oxidative stress, which is the main cause of aging. So it's really cool. I'm going to go back to, let's see if I can go back to the slide before that. So this is the science that kind of happened before True Science came to be. And sorry, that was very redundant, all that science. But, that's what it's all about here, like we've got some good science to back all this up. But how it all kind of started, and these 2 studies right here are great skin studies, but LSU did a study on mice, and they wanted to see, they were like, gosh, if this Protandim does, actually reduce oxidative stress by 40%. Let's do a study on cancer and mice. And so they put these carcinogens on the mice, on their skin, and compared a group of mice that were on Protandim and a group of mice that were not. And I will clarify that this was not, sponsored by the company. This was, these are independent studies that are done by different universities outside of LifeVantage, but they did get the products from LifeVantage. So they compared these two groups of mice, and the one group was on Protandim, the other group was not. They all got the same carcinogens on their skin. And they showed, it was incredible, the results where, gosh, and I forgot the numbers. I think it was 60% of the mice that were on Protandim did not get tumors versus 100% of the mice that were not on Protandim did get tumors. And also the size of the tumors was decreased by more than 50, I think it was 80%, like the size of the tumors and the amount of tumors was decreased. And so just the results were flabbergasting. I mean, just incredible that Protandim was able to protect those mice like that. And that study actually made the company think, maybe since our skin is our largest organ, that it suffers the most oxidative stress from its environment, from toxins and chemicals and the sun and the wind and, everything. Maybe we should make a topical Protandim. And that's what they did. That's what our True Science Beauty System is. It has the same ingredients as Protandim and, works the same way. It protects our skin by reducing oxidative stress. And that's why it works so amazingly well. And so it's just really cool. I've added a couple other skin studies. If you put in Protandim and skin in PubMed, you'll see several studies pop up. And then I also added our Washington State study here too, because it does, also talk about how activating NRF2 decreases cancer. So those are all just incredible studies that are behind our products, behind why our products work the way that they do. And it's not just they feel good, or it's not just an instant, feel great kind of thing. It's that plus so much more. And it's just huge because I feel like none of us we're all aging, we're all exposed to different toxins and different things in our environment. So it's so important, and so important to me when I'm outside every day. And I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for Protandim. I'm so grateful for our skincare. I'm so I don't know how I would live without my Axio. I mean, I really am a believer in all of our products and use them every single day. And I don't know, it's just so hard to contain it and not jump up and down and act like a crazy person and tell everybody about it. But the skills that we learn at the events is to not jump up and down and act too crazy so that you don't scare people away. But it's a wonderful company to be a part of. I'm so excited that there's a lot of us that are going to this event together, and it'll all be fun. We're all piling up in rooms together so we can save some money and not spend too much money. And it'll be fun. Lots of fun memories, lots of great meals, all that good stuff. But I guess if we have a few more minutes, I thought I'd open it up to the call to anybody who wants to share why the events are important to them or any funny event stories. We kind of have a history of having funny things that happen at events. Or if you just love our skincare and want to tell us why you love our skincare, that would be awesome too. But I just wanted to open up the call to any questions or anything you guys would want to share. Let me see if I can stop share. There you go. There, that's better.
I have a question. I know Allison messaged it, but we got the email about during the tour. And so I didn't know if we were all going to do it together or pick a time or?
Yeah, we should. We definitely should because we can all Uber together. Because I think it's a few minutes away from where we're staying, like maybe 20 or 30 minutes away. I can't remember how far it is. So we should try to go together. We actually haven't gotten our flights yet. I was kind of like waiting, hoping they would go down a little, but it looks like they're kind of staying steady. So I'll probably get my flight tomorrow. But I'm planning on coming in Thursday night, so I could do it Friday morning. Because I don't think the session starts till, do you guys remember what time? Like 12 or 1?
I was just looking online.
One.
So, yeah, I think the doors open at 1 and then it starts at 2. But the tours only are from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. and they're in those 30-minute time slots and they're filling up like super fast. So it shows you the 8 a.m. tour has 18 spots left. There's only 20 per slot. The 8:30 has 18 slots left. The 9 o'clock is filled. The 9:30 has 3 spots. The 10 a.m. is filled. The 10:30 has 1 slot. That's it.
Wow,
we
I
have to
guess
get
we
up
have to
early.
go for the 8:30 one, huh?
So, and it looks like you have to click on it and like everybody that's gonna go, like if we're all gonna go together, we all have to do it individually.
Okay.
It doesn't look like if I click sign up, it just says submit and sign up. So it registers you as the distributor, the ticket holder. So we all would have to do that on our own.
Okay. So we could do it now. Do you guys want to do that now?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
when we hang up? Yeah, go ahead and we'll sign up for the 8:30. I mean, for us, it's not that early because we're on East Coast time zone. I know it's a little early for you guys though.
I'm up at 6 every morning.
5:30 for me.
Yeah.
Good.
So,
I'm so glad. I think we're spatially in the right place because I'm not a 5:30 kind of person. So I'm so glad you guys are on that side of the world and we're on this side of the world or we would be in trouble. So that sounds perfect. Let's go ahead and sign up for that 8:30 one.
okay, I'll
And
message.
that's on Friday?
That's
on
Friday morning. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yep. I'll message Abby and my mom to have them sign up as well. Do that same thing so that we're all
Yeah. And honestly, if we bring like an extra person, they're not going to kick them out. You know what I mean?
right.
They just don't want like 1,000 people showing up at the same time.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, so it looks like, yeah, let's do that 8:30 other slot because otherwise it's gonna fill up and there won't be any
won't be any.
available.
Okay, well, that sounds perfect. And you know what I'm thinking? Maybe there's somewhere to hike close to there since there wasn't anything close to Provo.
Oh, that's
Provo.
right. Yes,
Yeah.
we can check
So while
that
we're
out.
there,
Of
we can go
course.
hike.
Of course she's gonna think of that.
Of course.
Yeah,
That's
and
why you guys-
we'll have one car. We're just trying to figure out, I think Carol's car is the biggest out of mine or my mom's. So we'll have that car too that we can pile as many people in.
I know, even if we can just do that one that we always do, right? The one with the peak, isn't that one?
Yeah,
Salt
that
Lake
one,
City?
that was a good one.
Yeah.
I think
Carol
that's
enjoyed that
far
one.
away. So I was looking on my map too, and you've got like Salt Lake and then Corporate and then Provo. So that peak hike that you were talking about is probably another 20 minutes from Corporate.
Oh, it's in the wrong direction. Okay.
Yeah, it's in the
peak
wrong
is- yeah.
direction.
Because that peak was like kind of right downtown Salt
It
Lake City. I
was.
think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll do some research.
Yeah. So it looks
she's
like,
she's gonna get it for us.
yeah, looks like Corporate is like in between Salt Lake City and Provo. But there's like a lake too that I was looking at that was between Provo and Corporate. So I know you'll
Okay.
find something, Alice. You're
Where
always
is
good at
Bridal
that.
Falls? Was that near Provo? I thought there was I had a quick look at what was in Provo and I didn't look in detail, but it pulled up some stuff. There was a waterfall.
Oh,
Oh, that's the one that even though it was only a few miles away, it was a long drive because I think it's a high elevation. I mean, I'm game. I was just afraid to Uber there because I was afraid that we could get there but not get back. But you're right, there's a beautiful hike, I think, with a waterfall that's only like 15 miles away, but it looked like it was a 40-minute drive.
Oh, I
But it
can, I'll
also,
have-
yeah. I think it depends on the person too. Like I've had, like anytime there's a gravel road, they say that it's going to be like a 5 miles per hour and it looks like it's going to take ages to get there. And then you get there much quicker than what the app tells you it's going to take. Because I think with gravel roads, they assume you're going to go super, super slow. So, but we can check that out because that did look pretty.
Hey, wait, guys, hold on.
Yeah.
I like clicked on this thing. I was afraid to click on it, but it does allow me to put in how many people are in our group.
Oh,
So
good.
Oh,
if we
awesome.
have all of us 5, 6, 7, including Abby and my mom, who else is coming from Georgia with you guys?
Jean,
Jean.
right? Is
Yeah,
that Jean
Jean.
coming?
Yeah.
Jean. Yeah, but Jenny, I just signed up with me and I saw that too, and I did 2 people. So
Oh, you
can
did too?
subtract me and another person.
Okay. Do you want me to do like the full,
Yeah, do.
like
Yeah,
6?
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then if Christy, you got Jean, that covers her.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you enter a comment or no?
No, I didn't.
Okay. All right. Sorry.
Awesome, you guys. Thank you.
Yay.
yeah, thank you. I saw that come in today, so I was like, oh, well, I don't want to just sign up for something and not do it. I figured I'd wait and ask tonight.
Yeah, that's perfect. I'm glad we were able to get organized.
Okay, cool. I got it then on there.
Awesome. I'm so excited, you guys. It's going to
I
be so much fun.
do. Alice, let me know about your flights and stuff.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and book it tomorrow because it doesn't look like they're coming down. They're
Okay.
kind of stuck.
My only caveat is I'm supposed to work that Thursday, so I'm gonna see if I can switch. If not, I may have to either take like a night flight
Yeah.
or
I did see one that was at like 5 p.m., but you probably wouldn't be able to get done. I wonder if you could work a half day or something like that.
yeah, I'll talk to them about it tomorrow. Because my schedule was, they book us out like it's like crazy, like a couple of months in advance is what we're booking out right now. And so so that was my only thing because they want our schedule requests in so quick. And I'm a terrible planner. So I'm like all about last minute. And then it's like, uh-oh.
Uh-oh. I understand. I work like that too.
Ruh-roh.
I know. I'm really actually really comforted by the fact that you're like me, because otherwise I would feel like the lonely duckling.
Yeah. I mean,
So.
for example, you guys, my kid just graduated high school and I never even ordered invitations or announcements. And so we planned a party like last week. And I made my husband do it because I was working. I was like, well, if y'all want to have a graduation party, you have to do it. And so what was so funny is my husband and son like did this little announcement and forgot to put the date on it.
The party was awesome.
You leave it up to the guys, and like, I mean, he was texting it out to people, and people were going like, "Sounds awesome, but what day is it?"
But see, I'm just like you, only we had COVID, so we didn't get a graduation. So I was off the hook.
Yeah.
So we had a drive through graduation, and then Jenny, we drove with her horse trailer and went down to state it was in Alamo. So about an 8-hour drive. So we literally loaded up the horses, did her drive through graduation, and drove to state rodeo.
Wow.
So I didn't have to have a party because
There you go.
COVID's got to be good for something, right?
that's right. That worked for us. I was like, oh, good. I don't have to celebrate. I don't have to do that. We'll just celebrate on our own.
Yeah.
Aw,
Thank you,
well,
Alice. This was
y-
great. And it
thank
is so
you.
important. Events literally, I mean, they are, I 100% agree, because it takes, usually, you know, you go, you get fired up, and then within a couple of months, that like fire starts to do this, and then you go back and it just recharges your battery or rekindles that fire. And I think, you know, that's so huge when it comes to just, again, building our belief and our skill set. And every time you go, you're at a different level in your business. So what resonates with you is going to be different at every event, you know? And so it's always, you're going to hear something, even if it's a lot of the same stuff you've heard before, it's going to mean something different to you when you're at a different level in your business. So anyway, and just to be able to hang out with all of you, you know, like it's an excuse to take a vacation and get some social time. And be able to write it off on your taxes. That's
Yes.
like the awesome part.
You know what? I forgot to mention that. And it is very important because you don't want to have this income that then you get taxed on. So you really have to show some expenses. And that's where you need to show them. You know, it's kind of hard to show expenses when we're working from home virtually, you know, like working on Facebook, you know. So those events are huge just as a write-off so that you don't end up paying a bunch of taxes at the end of the year.
Yep.
So thank you guys. Have a wonderful night and I can't wait to see all of you. Good night,
Looking forward to
everyone.